So, Kaefer, you've been doing criminal law way more than me, way longer than me. And so, uh, you get pulled over, right? What do you do?
Well, first, I mean, my first advice is keep your hands on the steering wheel. Make sure when the police officer says roll down your window, you roll it down. And have an interaction. Ask, why did I get pulled over? Right. That's the first thing. And hands on the steering wheel.
Let's take that and go back a little bit. So, you get pulled over. The first thing that we do as lawyers is what? Was it a valid stop, right?
Oh,
Um,
correct. 100%.
yeah. And so, was it a valid stop? We'll find out in discovery. Okay. You can't really tell in that initial phone call. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Why'd they pull you over? Well, because he said my third brake light was out. Oh, well, then okay. But that's like a softball. We're not going to get that. But all right, so we have to look at discovery to find out why they were pulled over. But when they sign, I think a lot of people don't understand is that when they get their driver's license, right, they sign a document, right? Don't they sign a document that says, for the privilege of getting a driver's license, you agree to what? You agree to, among other things, provide your license, registration, and insurance to police officer when you get pulled over, right?
Right.
And you also agree to a breathalyzer if if a police officer thinks that you've been drinking.
Correct.
No, but right. So I think people don't know what their rights really are. It's like the stop. I mean, what must they do? So you get pulled over. Let's just say that it was let's say that it's a legal stop. They saw you drive. You saw your tires go over the double yellow line, which anybody will do sometimes in the course of traveling sober, right? It just happens. So you cross over the double yellow line. They have a reason to pull you over. They pull you over. Now, what do you tell your client that they must do? You just told them that you should keep your hands on the steering wheel, right? But what must they do? Must they roll down the window? Must they give their information to the police officer?
So I've had clients who tell me I'll just roll down the window a little bit to be able to communicate with them, but um, they should give them proof of insurance, registration, and their driver's license. Because you just alluded to the fact that when you get your license, it's a privilege, according to the state of New Jersey, at least we're talking about New Jersey, to have a driver's license, right? To be able to drive. And when you are stopped, you need to provide identification that the car is insured and registered, right? So, yes, I would say you should give those items over. And you have every right to ask, officer, why was I pulled over?
So this is impromptu what we're doing here. So and I think what a lot of what you and I are doing right now is just, well, let's face it, we're winging it. So if we were prepared to address this particular topic, we'd say, all right, well, what's the statute say? What is the New Jersey statute regarding, let's call it providing a driver's license? I think that's 39310, licensing of drivers. Before you go any further, remember, I'm going to edit it. Well, Joanne's going to edit it. So really, I'm at her
Joanne,
mercy.
well,
So
I'm speaking to Joanne
you better,
directly. Joanne, this is good. Give your best work right at this moment. We need to capture this. The last video I had, people learned a little bit about my origin story, the origin story of my name, not
oh,
me.
that's right. The origin
I'm not a
story.
superhero.
You said,
But I'm going to share a story of Orlando the first time I met him
oh, no.
in law school, 2011, starting at Rutgers Law School. And we report to orientation for a specific program that we both took part in, which is the minority student program. And we walk into, that lecture hall, small lecture hall, and we meet one of the deans. And I'm looking around, and I stop on one individual. I'm like, okay, what's this guy doing here? Is that he was one of the wiser, older ones in the group. But the thing is, as I got to know you, and obviously I'm talking about you, is the fact that throughout law school, I'm not sure if I ever told you this. I think I did. It's just a matter of fact that law school is hard. Bottom line, it's hard. Age is a factor, and the fact that you were one of the older ones at that time, I think I admired you more for it, right? Because it's hard coming in straight from college and there, but to have your responsibilities that you had personally and to be able to do it, right? I admired you for it. And every time I have someone who I meet and say, I want to go to law school, but I have a family or, I did another career, I tell them your story. I do. I really do. I would say to people listening to this, right? I saw it, right? And it's not something easy to do, something to be admired. And that speaks to who you are and your character. So that's my Orlando story for today.
That was yeah, that was unexpected. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that I could be that that story for somebody else. It's like, this guy did it when he was in his 40s, So it's never too late. But no, I didn't know you felt that way. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, that's see, I can't be serious for very long.
I
It
know
just
you're thinking
doesn't.
of a joke or something to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. I'm looking for something. I don't want to ruin the moment,
I
but
know, I know.
that's enough. That's enough. That's it.